That makes sense, brothers? And an example of that is issues that the ulama have differed on. In generations, they differ on it. I can't say generations because it hasn't been that long, but scholars have differed on some issues for like the last 20, 30, 40 years they've been differing on. For example, the issue of pictures. So, is it safe for me to talk about it or shall I not? Yeah? So some people, what they do is they lean towards the fatwa that it's haram. And I respect that. And I respect it, wallahi. Taribuk. And I can see where you're coming from. And I can see where your verdict is going towards. And I can see, and some even push it to videos. And I respect that. Taribuk. Ala ra's wal ayn. Wallahi. But I also understand those who say it's allowed and it's permissible and their evidence and their proofs. Do you understand? Does that make sense? Of course, I'm not talking about Instagram and these TikTok stuff that are going on and all these pictures that people are just taking right, left, center, and it has no hudud and the women are being taken, all that. This is mafasid. But I want to ask a question, just thought provoke. When the picture was prohibited, was it prohibited for a reason? مسألة أصولية. Let's look at it from an Usuli perspective. Is the picture something that was prohibited في حد ذاتها? Listen to this, brothers. The prohibitions of the Sharia is two types. How many types are there? Something that is محرم لذاته, in and within itself is haram. Zina is a haram in and within itself. But what about looking at a woman? No. Looking at a woman is not haram in and within itself. It's prohibited because it's going to lead to zina. صح? That's why the sister you were not allowed to look at, now that you want to get married to her and it's going to lead to marriage, Habibi, look at her. So if the looking is going to lead to marriage and that's what it's for, it's allowed. If that looking is going to lead to zina, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ. Lower your gaze, Habibi. Why are you looking at the sister? صح? Am I making sense here? And some things they are in and within itself haram, and some things are sadda lidari'a. It's to protect this haram. Pictures, which one does it fall under? Sadda lidari'a. Pictures were prohibited because of what it's going to lead to. If it's not going to lead to that, is it permitted? Of course it's going to be permitted. No? Yes. Pictures, if you look at the illah of why it's prohibited, you keep looking at the nusus, the illah which he mentions is shirk. Are we all together, brothers? وقالوا لا تذرون آلهتكم ولا تذرون ودا ولا سواعا ولا يغوث ويعوق ونسرا. That's where the picture started from, that concept of drawing images. And that trickled down, and it went down to what? And that's where pictures. So then it got prohibited because of that. If it's not going to lead to that, and it's going to be used as a form of identification to travel, ujiza. It doesn't have to be darura. ولذلك, that's what the scholars they say. ما حرم سدا لذريعة أبيح للحاجة. That's the qaida, right? وما حرم لذات أبيح للضرورة. Does that make sense? If something is made haram in and within itself, you're only allowed to do it when there's a darura. صح? And if something is prohibited because of what's going to lead to, you're only allowed to do it, or you're allowed to do it when there's a hajjah. It doesn't have to reach a darura. And inshallah, hajjah and darura, we'll talk about it another time. So pictures, if there's a hajjah for it, no problem. Person can do it. Inshallah ta'ala.